Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome to our new series, Let's Learn Together in Stationeers. I hope you're all having a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week. And if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. It's really great to have you here. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It's also good to have you with us. And if you are new to, remember, all usual disclaimers are in the description of this video. So, if this is a new series, we will start this series by getting ourselves set up, and all that good stuff. If you watch the introduction video, you'll know that this is a series that my friends dared me to play on camera, so we're going to try it out. I've known about Stationeers. I've messed around with it off camera, not all that much. It is a game that frustrates me. It is a game that annoys me because of some of its mechanics, but hey, you know, it still is a cool game, even though it kind of annoys me. And you know, as somebody that's used to the way Space Engineers works currently, it's always fun to learn something new. So that being said, let's go ahead and grab our coffee, our donuts, our bagels, our egg McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, whatever it might be for your favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack from our favorite local mom and pop coffee shop, and we'll get cracking. We'll get ourselves to another planet to help set up a new colony, maybe. All right, so we're going to start a new game. I did say we're going to start on Mars. Well, I didn't tell you what planet where we're going to start. I just said we were going to start in the easy mode. So we're going to go to Mars because that seems to be the best place to go. I could do the moon, but yeah, we'll do Mars. We want difficulty. I said we'd do easy. Just make sure I didn't. Okay. Mars difficulty is easy. We're going to call this Mars on camera. Let's Learn series. I don't know if it'll save all that. And okay, we're going to have the standard starting. The start condition is going to be the standard. I guess, I don't know if you can actually change those or not. I don't think you can, but oh well. So we'll do that. Now I do know that I do have some mods because I was playing around with mods early on. I don't know if those mods are enabled by default or not. To be honest, that is one thing I hope Rocketworks will sort out at some point. Is I hope they have the ability to turn mods off or on in each save, so it can be, each save can be different, so that they're not all turned on by default. If that's the way they got it right now. So that's just one thing I noticed as a developer, as a game developer myself, right off the top of my head, is that is something that Rocketworks will want to probably think about a little bit more, because it doesn't feel to me like they've figured that out or they thought that through. The other thing I'm going to say right now is the font size. If you have a player playing your game that has a visual handicap, because of the way screen resolutions work, sometimes bigger size font and lettering is better, as opposed to it being smaller. So that's something Rocketworks should think about too, is the size of the fonts and whatnot in their UI and everything, so that people can make sure that they see things correctly, especially with the contrast, because that will mess with you. It messes. I have a visual disability, so I can tell you that right from the start, that can be a problem. All right, so I got that. We selected Mars. We selected the easy setting, the easy mode. We've selected the start condition as standard. We've named the save. Let's get cracking. Ooh, we're in our lander. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that, actually. All right, so we are now on Mars, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and we landed right by what looks to be gold. All right. Okay, so I'm going to just set myself up here so that I'm not trying to find everything. I don't need you. I guess I can press F2 and that'll cut that off, I guess. Those tips. So you see, as I was telling you, the size of the font, that's pretty small. That's hard to read. If you're somebody like me with a visual disability. Something for them to think about. Alright, so that's number 3. 4. Put that right there. And I know that there may be other ways to do this with the UI. So if you're somebody who's played this game for a while, please forgive me as I get myself used to this game. Alright. Turn our light off. We don't need that on. That just drains power needlessly. Alright. So the first thing we need to do is set up a... I guess I do need my light on. First thing we need to do is set up a bit of a starter base. We'll put our duct tape up here. Now it's interesting that they have you repair your suit with duct tape. I think that's the first time I've seen that in a game. Alright, let's see. Where can we put the base? Let me start things off here. So a right click to do that. Well, I guess if we do that, I guess it's not going to matter, is it? 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We know we gotta do this. Some of this I do know from watching videos. If you're wondering how I know this stuff. Okay. I have watched other content creators play the game, so I kind of have an idea what we're doing. 1, 2, 3. See, I was smart enough to bring that one with me, wasn't I? Okay. Now this is one thing I do actually appreciate about this game is it is all voxel, obviously, but the way they have done this game is really ingenious, I think, because it does allow you to place things even if it's covered over, so it kind of tells you where, you know, it's letting you place everything down. So that's kind of cool. Something I wish Space Engineers would do a better job with. Okay, I think that'll be all right. The heck is that? So I'll find out in a minute. There is... Ah, right here. Alright, and now I need to bring down my welding torch. But that is something I do wish that Keen Software House to do a better job with. So I appreciate the ability to I do appreciate the ability to do that. The placement of blocks, even if it's got, even if things are covered over. Weld that all the way up. Okay. Let me worry about that later. Now, I do know that I've been told you want to make sure that you do things in a way that allows, or you want to build the enclosure with no windows, because Mars would just, it would get hot and you'd have to regulate it. And that's, yeah, that's good advice, but I like windows. So we'll make do. And we're almost there. Our first goal is to get a basic shelter in place, and then we can figure it out from there. Because I want to get all that stuff in. We don't want to lose anything. Because I know that there's storms in this game, so, on this planet, and we do not want to lose our stuff. Alright. Did I put one here? Yeah, I did. All right, so now we need iron sheets. I don't need my welding torch for that, so I can bring along a second set just in case we run out. All right, let's do this first. Okay. I'm not talking much, it's just because I'm trying to get us a basic shelter so we can move everything in here. Okay. We are almost there. Yeah, I think I got it all. Yeah, I think I do. I will hold on to those just in case. We need the glass sheets. I do actually like the way they've required you to build various blocks and how they have each block has so many stages of building. It makes it a little bit more interesting. Keen Space Engineers has it too, but it's based with Space Engineers. It's really, you just need the components. You put all the components in your inventory, and then you use your welder, and it does its thing. This, I actually kind of have a little bit more. I actually like this way better. So I think RocketWorks kind of has this part right. Okay, don't need there. All right, I think we are all set. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and put our arc furnace out. I'm just going to stuff that right here. Be like, and just do stuff kind of like this. Okay, so that goes like that. So if I do this, power's there, power's there, power's there. Yep, that's the way I want it. All right. Let's grab the auto lathe. Grab iron sheets. Just because I'm just setting these out because I know I'm going to need them. So, and I do not want to lose anything. Grab our welder real quick. Grab plastic sheets. I know we're going to need them in in about 2 seconds. Just have to put some cable in here. Okay. And yes, I do some of this. I do have an off-camera save. So that's how I know some of this. And there we go. All right, so we won't lose the auto lathe or the arc furnace. All right, now. Shut that for now. Is it this one? No. No. Oh yeah, that's right, it's on this side. All right, so we need, where? Residential supplies, grab it. Shall run inside real quick. Unpack those. We're going to need those in a second. Okay. Table. That there. Grab the microwave. Put that there. Grab me wrench. Hook that all up and plug her in. Okay. Locker. Now, where do I want to put this? Let's see. I guess if I put it right there, it's not going to really matter, is it? Well, yeah, I'll put it right there for now. It doesn't matter. All right, grab these eggs. Grab these. Oh, I gotta weld that up, don't I? Yeah, I do. Crud. I forgot I need to do a little more welding. Let's see. Think. Yep, right here. Grab my handy dandy welding torch. See, I am getting the hang of this game slowly. Okay. And we got day 2 coming up. Have those. Now these are the cargo container mounts. You can put them down and they will mount. You can mount the cargo containers to them, and that way during a storm you won't lose your cargo, starter cargo. The other thing I noticed, the way these arrows are pointed is the way the mounted cargo container is going to face. So that means if it opens backwards, you got your, to what you want, you got your arrows wrong. So that I learned pretty fast. Oops. There we go. All right. So that I learned pretty quick. And now we can do this. We can come over here. We can do that. We can close that. grab our handy dandy wrench yet again. We can do that. Whee! Grab the handle. There,
Power low.
Yeah, bite me. I do actually, and that is one thing they've learned from Keen Slaughterhouse, I think. Your suit will tell you if you're getting low on oxygen, hydrogen, or power, and Space Engineers as well. So I do like that. The only thing I Rocket Works could do better with is they tell you power low at 50%, but they haven't figured out a way to really keep your power from draining all overly too fast. In my off-camera save, I honestly swear that I spend more time having to worry about power than I do trying to go out and get stuff. In fact, I discovered that my my drill ran out of my drill, and then my welder ran out of power because their batteries were too low. And it doesn't even tell you that your welder drill power is too low. Okay, bring these in here. So, in my opinion, my humble opinion, of course. Ooh, almost killed myself there. That could be a better fix. They could fix that. They could do something about that. But it is what it is. Alright. We'll put you right here. And grab this other fuel tank real fast. Okay. Alright, so we have drinking water, we have fuel for our welder, we have oxygen. Really? Okay, that's one way to deal with it. Ah! I didn't tell you to jump that high. Blimey. Okay, one more to go. I do think this is cool, though, that you have to do it this way. Okay, Put this in my back here. Go grab our 2 things out of our landing pod. Okay, nothing on that side. Oh, there is something on this side. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, we got everything in there. Okay. Alright, cool. So we have everything secured. That is actually a good start. So I think next episode we work on the airlock, getting that done, and maybe getting the inside pressurized, I think is going to be next for us. That shouldn't be too hard. Okay. But let's do one more thing here. Electrical. Let's grab our solar panel. Glass sheets. Pop up here because we know we're going to need the power. Okay. Okay. Oops. Generator. Put that up here. All right. Power. Now I ended up learning the hard way that okay, we need the straight power goes down. Like that. All right, cool. Yep, got it right. Yep, all right, cool. Well, oh wait, where do I want to put? Where do I want to put this? Okay, we can put that there, I guess. Yep. All right. Grab our crowbar so that we can all right, there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that I think is a good start. We'll hook all this up in the next episode, and we'll get our airlock ready. That being said, I do hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, pet boa constrictor, although if you can have a snake, I really don't know why. But by sharing the link to the channel with others, it does help this wonderful channel grow and helps this wonderful community grow as well. That being said, we did get the basic base set up. We'll be able to pressurize this and start working on growing food so that we'll survive. And we'll get our water set up. We'll get the power going and all of that good stuff. We're not going to lose our equipment. So that being said, I hope to see you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have suggestions on what I might have missed in this episode, as we get set up, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I do enjoy hearing from you guys, and I learn from you guys too. So that being said, I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode, and I hope you have a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your week. Happy gaming!